Okay, so have you ever walked into a business meeting, like with all these brilliant ideas, right? And then suddenly, bam, the pressure hits
Yeah.
and you can't find the words.
You freeze up.
It's like your brain just goes completely blank. Well,
Yeah.
in this deep dive, we are going to tackle that.
Yeah.
We're going to help you find those words.
Absolutely.
So we're diving deep into some powerful business phrases. We're going to go way beyond simple definitions.
Yes.
Give you the strategies and insights to not just survive,
Right.
but actually like really thrive
Yeah.
in those meetings. So what makes business communication so fascinating?
Well, it's not just about, the words themselves. It's really how you use them, how you use them to, influence and persuade, and ultimately how you use them to drive results.
It's like having a secret code
It is.
that unlocks success in the meeting room.
Exactly. And today, we're going to decode two powerful phrases that you've probably heard before: drive sales and promotion. We're going to explore them in a way that you can actually apply them.
So drive sales.
Yeah,
That sounds pretty straightforward,
it does.
right?
Mm-hmm.
But is it really?
Well, there's a lot more to it.
Okay.
Think of drive sales as a call to action, right? It's about really igniting that spark of motivation within your team and, implementing those strategies
Right.
that translate into tangible results. It's really about connecting with your audience on a deeper level, on an emotional level, and giving them a reason to believe in your product or service.
So it's not just about like
No.
sell.
No,
All the time.
Not all.
Yeah.
It's really about
It's about crafting a story.
yes, crafting a compelling narrative that resonates
Right.
with your target market.
Okay, so where does creativity come in?
Oh, creativity is essential. Think outside the box. What unique selling points can you highlight? What pain points are you solving for your customers?
So it's kind of like putting together a puzzle
Yes.
where each piece represents a different part of your sales
Showing a
strategy.
different element.
From marketing campaigns to
Yeah.
persuasive presentations, like everything should work together
It all works together.
to drive those sales numbers up.
Exactly, to drive those sales. Now, let's shift gears to promotion,
Okay.
which can be, a real game changer
Yeah.
when it comes to, attracting new customers and boosting revenue.
For sure.
But it's not just about, slapping a discount sticker on a product.
No, it's not about like, a 2-for-1
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Right.
It's really about understanding
Okay.
what motivates your customers
Right.
and crafting promotions
Yes.
that genuinely appeal to them.
So it's got to be like a
A win-win.
win-win situation.
Exactly. You're offering your customers added value
Yeah.
while simultaneously achieving your business goals. So there's a bunch of different ways to do this, right? It could be a limited time offer,
To be, yeah.
a bundle deal,
Yeah.
or, even like a strategic partnership with your company.
You got it. The key is to be strategic about it.
Okay.
Don't just throw promotions out there randomly.
Yeah.
Analyze your market research, identify
yeah.
that target audience, and tailor those promotions accordingly.
So let's picture a scenario.
Hmm.
Everyone's been in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
You're in a sales team brainstorming session.
Yeah.
The pressure is on.
Oh, absolutely.
You've got to impress the boss.
Right. Those nerves.
It can be pretty nerve-wracking, right?
They can kick in and, sometimes you want to contribute, you want to shine.
Yeah.
But then, that fear of saying the wrong thing,
Oh, for sure.
it can really hold you back.
And you just kind of freeze up.
You do.
Like all eyes are on you.
Right.
And your mind goes blank.
But remember, even, the most seasoned professionals have experienced those moments of self-doubt. Yes. The important thing is to prepare yourself with the right tools and strategies.
Okay, so let's step into that meeting room, shall we?
Let's do it.
Imagine a team gathered around a table, coffee cups,
Of course.
whiteboard,
Yeah.
filled with ideas.
Yeah.
The air is just thick with anticipation
Yeah.
and just a little bit of nervous energy.
A healthy dose.
Our sales team, they're tasked with coming up with these innovative ways to drive sales
Right.
and promote their newest product. The stakes are high,
High stakes.
and the boss is expecting, big things.
They are.
All right, so let's eavesdrop on their conversation
Okay.
and see how they navigate this, high-pressure situation.
Let's listen in.
We'll be back in a flash to break it all down for you.
We will.
So we just left that sales team, right? In that brainstorming session, all that pressure.
Yeah.
You can practically like feel it,
So
right?
you could feel the tension.
Like every second counts as they try to figure out how to, come up with the perfect strategy.
It really highlights how even in those kind of familiar settings, like a meeting,
Right.
those feelings, those anxieties can just get amplified when the pressure's on.
So having a few key phrases in your back pocket,
Oh, yeah.
it can really make you feel more confident.
It's like having the right tools for the job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that extra boost you need. Okay, so let's give our listeners a few more of those power phrases to
Right.
really help them navigate those tough conversations.
So up next, we've got match the competitors in the market, and it'll never fly.
Okay, these sound pretty simple,
They do?
right?
Mm-hmm.
But I bet there's a lot more to them than meets the eye.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
When you use them strategically, they can be so effective.
So match the competitors.
Yeah.
We hear this one a lot. What's the real strategy behind it?
So you know your competitors, right?
Yeah.
They're always doing something, always innovating, always evolving, and it's really about making sure that you're keeping up.
So it's not just about copying
No.
what they're doing.
It's about understanding their strengths,
Okay.
understanding their weaknesses,
Yeah.
and finding ways to set yourself apart.
Cut yourself apart, yeah.
Match the competitors might involve, analyzing their pricing,
Okay.
evaluating their marketing campaigns, and even looking at their customer service.
So gather intel
Gather the intelligence. Yeah,
and then use it to your advantage.
absolutely.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah,
It's like being proactive,
Right.
Not just reacting to what they're doing.
exactly. Now, in the market, this one's all about presence
Okay.
and really highlighting your expertise.
It's kind of like you're saying, like,
Yeah,
this is our space.
this is our
We
territory.
know what we're doing.
Exactly. It's a way to show your confidence
Right.
and your credibility. You're signaling that you understand the industry.
You're a major player.
Yes, you're a force to be reckoned with.
Okay, love it. And lastly, we've got it'll never fly.
Yeah.
Now, this one sounds kind of negative.
It does, doesn't it?
Right. But I'm guessing there's more to it.
This one is all about healthy skepticism. It's about challenging assumptions,
Okay.
poking holes in ideas and making sure the decisions are
Right.
actually well thought out.
So it's like a reality check.
It is. It's a way of saying, hold on, let's really think about this
Yeah.
before we jump in.
Yeah.
And, sometimes you can use it to lighten the mood.
Oh.
Like imagine, someone's pitching a completely outlandish idea
Uh-huh.
and someone just says, yeah, that'll never fly,
Right.
but in a playful way.
Okay.
And it can just, it can really help to just open up the conversation.
Right. So you can be honest.
Be honest.
And it takes a little bit of the pressure off.
Exactly.
Okay, I like it. Now, these phrases are great, but what about those subtle things that we
Yeah.
can change about how we speak,
Oh, I love those.
right, to sound more professional?
Absolutely.
Those little tweaks that make a big difference.
Even small changes to how we speak every day can change how people see us.
Yeah.
It's about showing confidence, clarity,
Yes.
and that you're a professional.
Okay, so for example, instead of,
Yeah.
I'll be there soon,
Right.
we can say,
I'll be there any minute.
I'll be there any minute.
It shows that you value everyone's time.
Exactly.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
reliable.
And then instead of saying, I'm thinking about it, which sounds a little
Right.
casual,
A little hesitant.
we can say,
It sounds like something we should consider.
yes.
It shows that you're engaged
Yeah.
and that you're open to collaboration.
And finally, that's a great idea.
A classic.
Right. But we can level that up by saying,
That's a brilliant idea.
it's a brilliant idea.
It shows that you're really listening and that you value their contribution.
Okay, so we've given everyone a lot of really good information here, right?
Ah.
About phrases, language, communication in general.
So let's go back to that sales meeting.
Okay.
Remember, all the pressure.
The demanding boss.
Let's hear how they're actually using all of these principles that we've talked about.
All right, let's rewind that conversation and see how it unfolds. Pay attention to how those key phrases come up and how the language they use really shapes how that meeting goes.
Take some notes.
Yeah.
Because we're going to break it all down
Uh-huh.
and show you how you can use these techniques in your own business life. Okay, so remember that sales team, all that nervous energy,
Yeah, that brainstorming session.
trying to impress the boss.
It was pretty intense.
But I think we actually heard some of those phrases we talked about,
We did.
like that match the competitors idea.
Oh, yeah, that one really stood out to me.
Right.
Instead of just copying their rivals, they were asking, how can we do it even better?
Yeah, like what can we bring to the market that's totally unique?
Exactly.
That's so important.
It is. That shift from reactive to proactive.
I loved when someone said, "It'll never fly," because it didn't shut down the conversation.
Right. It wasn't negative.
It made them think critically.
It sparked a debate, which is good.
Yeah.
It helped them refine those ideas.
And avoid some mistakes later on.
Exactly. And when they talked about being in the market,
Oh, yeah.
it wasn't bragging.
It was more like they were owning it.
They knew their stuff.
They were the experts.
Absolutely.
And it really changed the whole tone of the meeting.
It did. You know, even those small changes in how they spoke.
Yeah, like when they said, "It sounds like something we should consider."
Instead of just, "I'm thinking about it."
It just sounds so much more professional.
It does.
And it keeps the conversation going.
It shows you're open to other people's ideas.
So as we wrap up this deep dive, I want everyone listening to really pay attention to how people are talking in the meetings you're in.
Yeah, what phrases do you hear?
What works, what doesn't.
Exactly. And how can you use that in your own conversations?
Because clear communication, it's a skill.
It is.
Anyone can learn it.
The more you practice, the better you'll get.
So keep observing, keep practicing.
And keep those conversations flowing.
We'll see you next time for another deep dive.